Hi, this portion of the week is Shabbat Bereshit, the first Shabbos of Genesis. In this portion of the week, the Creator is talking about the creation of the world. And it says in the scriptures that the way a person positions himself in this Shabbos, that's the way the whole year is going to look like. What the wise ones are trying to tell us, what does it mean the way I'm positioning myself? It means your attitude to life. And what does it mean, your attitude to life? In this portion of the week, the Ramban is describing that creation mean that in the beginning there was nothingness, and out of nothingness there is reality. And in order for this world to exist, the Creator, this artist, supposed to speak his word, to say the ma'amarim, the speeches, through them the world is being created over and over again. Meaning, in order for this reality to exist, the Creator have to create it over and over again from nothingness to reality. What it's supposed to tell us? It says in the book of Tanya about the saying of Rabbi Israel Baal Shem Tov, Leolam Hashem Dvarcha Nitzav Bashamayim. Forever, God, your word, exists within the sky. Means that when the Creator created this world, and in this portion of the week, this whole beautiful world being created, and the first man being positioned in this world, and the first thing he's doing, he's summoning all creation and he's telling them, let's bow and surrender ourselves in front of him. What does it mean exactly? So first, it means that the words, let there be sky, let there be light, let there be earth, those letters, those saying, are creating the world over and over again. And if the artist will stop saying those words, there will be no world. Sometimes, when we're going into the journey of life and we're starting with our spiritual path and we getting acquaintance or we're getting to know the Jewish wisdom, the Torah, sometimes a person can think that the Torah and the world do not go together. There's frictions. Maybe because it's too old, maybe because that right now in my nisayon, in my trial, in my test, how come this wisdom that exists within the Torah, those commandments that exist with the Torah, how it goes with my path? It seems that it's absolutely contradiction. So many times in couples, I can meet couples and, those intimate issues between man and a woman, and sometimes the woman doesn't understand or the man doesn't understand how come he needs to wait for his love through a certain cycle, then she's allowed to him or he allowed to her. Why I'm supposed to wait? How come it doesn't go with my reality? It doesn't blend. That's what the portion of Genesis, Bereshit, is trying to tell us. The way a person positions himself, his attitude to life, supposed to be that who's creating this world over and over again? It's the speech of the Creator, of the artist of Parsha Bereshit. Meaning that within this Torah, within this book, there are all the saying, all the article that created this world. And within the same Torah it says, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I'm the one, I am your God. And within the other portions of the Torah, the commandments and the wisdom of God is being given to us. And the creator is the one that creating this world, and he positioned yourself here in this life to go through a certain path. So whenever you're going in through frictions, difficulties, stress, it can't be that the Torah, the wisdom of God, is of contradiction of your path, of your own experience. On the contrary, our attitude supposed to be that the wisdom of the one, we supposed to connect the wisdom of the one to our earthly journey. And that's when the second part, when Adam been planted on earth, he summoned the all creation. He's saying, let's bow and surrender ourselves in front of the one. Why? Because he realized, he saw in his spiritual eyes that God is creating this reality over and over again from nothingness into a reality. So basically, it's the divine universal energy light that creating this world. And within the Torah, there are all the principles, the rules, and the codes to blend correctly in balance and in harmony in your life within this reality. So when frictions coming in your life, we're supposed to look into the divine wisdom and according to that to align ourselves. This is our attitude. And with this attitude, we will feel and we will see blessing in our action, in our deeds, in the spiritual, in the physical, and in our relationships. So that's why this portion of the week, portion of Genesis, Bereshit, is so important. Because this is the attitude, and with this attitude I'm supposed to enter my life. I'm supposed to enter into this new year. As we said in Rosh Hashanah, we accepted our king to rule. What does it mean that you accept the king? That in the path, really, it's coming down to that sometimes we're going through such an unbelievable, difficult trials, test, meaning the will of the one, of the Creator, vs. our will. And when our attitude in this Shabbos, that we will observe, will internalize His wisdom into our path, it will help us to submit our ego and to nullify it when it's needed. And this thought that my will and the will of the Creator create like friction, like the Torah and the mitzvot, it's a one big friction. This is our illusion. We're diluting our own self, because it can't be. Because the world is being created in His speech over and over again. And within that Torah, within that book, He planted His will and wisdom. So it can't be that the wisdom of the Torah and His will contradict your divine self and your path. On the contrary, slowly in life, it's a procedure. We're learning to bow and to surrender in front of the one, and to realize slowly that His will is our true will. See you in the next portion.